together. I thought I don't need all these bottles of
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's
flowers,
doing
so I
amazing.
had
I hear something in your background. Oh, there you go, Ursula. Thank you. Hey, good morning. Definitely tell us good morning, where you're coming in from. And if you're watching a replay, you're in the right place. If you need to get money, tools, technology for your business, this is the place. And more often than not, we don't know that stuff is even available. So what we do is we run around and we try to make do with the best of what we have, when in actuality it's companies giving away money, it's companies giving away tools. I remember at one point, when the pandemic had first started, companies were giving away, the government was giving away free website bills. All you had to do was ask. So what we do is we position ourselves, good morning Dominique, in the I can't afford lane. And so when you pin yourself into the I can't afford lane, what happens is you miss being on the lookout for all of the things that are an opportunity for you to receive for free. And Saturday night, make sure you get your ticket now for only $29. We're going to be talking about the vision for your business. What would you do with $20,000 for your business? What would you do with $25,000 for your business? And can you articulate that to these companies that are giving away these tools and resources, connection, technology, all of the things you need to run a profitable business? And the unfortunate part is many of you will disqualify yourself. Many of you will say, oh, well, my business is not qualified. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you. Many of you will say, well, it's so many other people applying. I'm not going to put my name in the hat. Good morning, Lakeisha. Many of you will say, well, my business is probably not old enough. My business is probably not making enough money. My business this, my business that. Or maybe even you haven't started your business yet. But the truth is, these grants are all very different. And it just depends on who it is as to whether you can get this grant or not. But I can tell you who's not going to get that grant is, number one, the people who don't apply. And number two, the people that don't articulate what it is that they need. So if they say we're giving away $25,000, what do you need it for? You need to be able to write a great business case as to what you're going to do with that money, besides pay yourself. Don't be on that talking about I'm going to pay myself, I'm going to give myself a raise. Good morning, Margaret. Because these corporations, these government entities, they want to see more than that. So that's what we're going to be talking about Saturday night during our workshop. Hey, brother. Hey, brother Law. Hey, friend. That's what we're going to be talking about Saturday night during our workshop. Tickets are only $29, and the information that you're going to receive at bit.ly/more money 2022 is arguably it's invaluable. Because once you start getting resources put into your business, connections of people you don't know, and Ursula, I know you told the story yesterday about meeting a lady. Tell them the story about the woman asking you, are you willing to travel?
Yes, coach. That was just amazing. Like I said, yesterday, um, I did the grant class with you, and you hooked me up with Miss Monique that does government contracting, and she was just asking us, if you was to get a grant, get government contracted through them for I'm just gonna put it out there. It was for $250,000. Are you willing to travel? I said yes, I am willing to travel and hire the people that we need to get the job done.
And what happens is we don't know what we don't know. So Ursula and her husband own a lawn care and landscaping business. And think about the difference between having a bunch of neighborhood contracts and now all of a sudden you get a contract for $250,000. Think about how that's going to change the resources you have in your business, the tools you have in your business. I can honestly tell you, you guys don't know what you don't know in terms of the many grants, many resources, many tools, many connections that there are out there. And so we say things like, I can't afford. And so this year, we're going to stop allowing our mouth to keep us broke. Girl, somebody type in the chat, shut up, girl. You need to be telling yourself, shut up, girl. And you need to realize that you need to keep an ongoing list of what your business needs so you can be on the lookout for those things. I won 3 laptops and 2 iPads. My client won a desktop, 3 laptops, 2 iPads, her Wi-Fi for a year, and her phone bill paid for a year. And I don't care what kind of business you're in, that type of technology will take your business to the next level. That type of technology will help you. We think all the time, money, 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 money. And while there is a whole lot of money available, are you willing to do what it takes to get that money? Do you even know what you would do with the money once you got it? Or have you sat there so long saying, I need a new website, but you don't do anything to get it? I can't afford it. And when you say, I can't afford it, instantly you cannot.
But Coach, we can't afford not to do it.
We can't, but we do. Now, you know, in my community, I've had to literally beg people to apply for $10 and $15 and $20,000, and they end up getting it. What if Facebook were to give you $2,500 to run ads and $2,500 to run ads and an intern for 6 months? You mean to tell me you don't need the help? Girl, tell yourself, shut up, girl. I'm going to just be honest with y'all right now. This is a season where we're in style. Women are in style. Minorities are in style. These corporations are looking for our good graces. They have finally figured out we have money to spend. And as a result, what they're doing is trying to say, look at me, I'm helping women. Look at me, I'm helping minorities. And if you want me to be your charity case and you're going to connect me to some resources that can help me get bigger contracts, you're going to connect me to some resources that give me money, give me tools, give me technology, give me resources, give me knowledge, then I'm there for it. I am there for it. And some of you guys don't have the connections. You don't have access to the knowledge of where to go and even put your name in the hat or what to say when you do. And that's what we're going to be focused on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be creating a vision for your business. What would you do if you had unlimited money, unlimited resources, unlimited tools, and then understand that we serve an unlimited God? Somebody say unlimited. Understand that we serve an unlimited God and that it is us and only us that's keeping us from getting the tools, the knowledge, the resources, the technology, the support that is available. I'm going to give you an example. Some of us are so busy begging our family for help, but that's not the help that God has assigned to you. We're so busy waiting on the right family member to invest in our business, but that's not the help that God has assigned to you. There is a whole, and I'm gonna tell you guys a sad story. And this story applies to some of you. I spoke to a lady on the phone because somebody told me she needed business capital. And I understood she was in a tight spot. And I gave her some suggestions. Good morning. Happy New Year, Miss Joanne. I gave her some suggestions on where to go to get the money she needed to save her business. Do you know that woman told me she was not comfortable asking for money, even if it meant losing her business? She was not yet prepared. And the story she gave was that God had not directed her. Good morning, Sarah Michelle. God had not yet directed her, Happy New Year, sis, down the path of asking people for support. Well, you got to remember the mandates in the Bible are age old. And the Bible itself says, you have not because you ask not. So why do we feel that we got to keep having God tell us the same things over and over? Sarah Michelle said people make the wrong things deep. We got to learn how to open our mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. So when I told her, look, maybe you should go to the news. Good morning, Teresa. Happy New Year, sis. And tell the news about your issue. She said, well, these people are not going to give me the money I need. I said, and that's why you go to the news. Because when you go to the news, you open your situation up to beyond the people you see every day. It's good Samaritans everywhere. It's people looking for a good news story. It's people that tell you that they want to sow a seed in somebody doing something good. Sarah Michelle said humility will take you far in life and business. Ask for help. So every time there's a grant, I put my name in the hat. If they're giving away resources, I put my name in the hat. In fact, I won once and emailed them, could I win, and asked, can I win again? And they said yes. So I'm going to continue to ask until my lips are blue. I'm going to continue to ask, petition. What's another word for ask? I'm going to keep opening my mouth. And that's absolutely right, Lakeisha. We have to speak those things that are not as though they are. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing Saturday night in class, is helping you understand the tools and the resources that you need to be petitioning for. Come on, Sarah Michelle, that you need to be seeking, that you need to be making inquiries about, that you need to be on a bolo for. You know, the police call it be on the lookout. Somebody say bolo in the chat. You got to be on the lookout for your blessings. They're not going to always come and knock on your door like UPS. They're not always going to come neatly tied in a package like Federal Express. They're not going to always come with a stamp on it like the post office. Sometimes you got to seek. The Bible says you got to knock. The Bible says you got to ask. I tell everybody the Bible is a verb now. Come on, Bolo. And that's another thing, Sarah Michelle. Sarah Michelle says, stay ready, be flexible and open to receive. Sometimes we're so closed-minded. I'm going to give you an example. Had my client said, all I need is money, she wouldn't have got those laptops. She wouldn't have got that iPad. She wouldn't have got her Wi-Fi for a year. She wouldn't have got her phone bill paid. I had another client won $2,500 worth of Facebook ad credits and an intern for 6 months. Had she said, all I need is money, I have another client who was part of AT&T's business incubator. Another client that was part of Goldman Sachs incubator. These are connections to Fortune 10 companies. You can almost can't put a price on it. So had they just said, all I need is some money, they would have lost out on major opportunities to make connections that are, in my words and in my opinion, far more valuable than a $5,000 check. And when you finish these incubators, more often than not, they give you money as you complete the program. I just did a program the other day with, I think it was Dale, that qualified me for $10,000 once I completed the program. Who are you connected with? If you're over there building your business by yourself, you need to get some company. You need to get a community where this information is being handed out. You need to be equally yoked with some people going in the same direction as you. Your old girlfriends, they're not going to understand what you're doing. Your old girlfriends are not going to understand the commitment and the sacrifice. Sometimes you got to move to a new place for a new season. Joel Osteen's father wrote a book called A Place Called There. And he said, that we do have grace at our jobs for a season. He placed you there for a reason. And sometimes your grace moves to a different location, and you must move with your grace. And that requires getting a different set of knowledge that you were not accustomed to before. Employing different skills, like becoming a professional asker. Can I be honest with you? And guys, again, if you haven't already gotten your ticket, I'm just gonna bind and rebuke procrastination in this season. Amen. Come on, somebody say bind it, coach. I'm just gonna bind and rebuke the spirit of I'm gonna do it later in this season. We're going to do things like oatmeal instantly, okay? We're going to do those things that are going to move us forward right away. I'm going to bind and rebuke that spirit of let me look into it. You know you need the money. You know you need the tools. You know you need the resources. I'm going to bind that spirit of I can't afford $29. Or what am I going to get now? It's all on the page. If I tell you you need to be there because my community got over $1 million in funding last year, is that not enough? Come on now. Is that not enough for you to act right away? If you saw some shoes you like for that had been $999 and now they on sale for $29, you would have done them, you would have bought them immediately. It's just a year to do something different. Some of y'all don't even know what you need and how much it costs. So how can you say you can't afford? One of my favorite stories. It was a man that brought a ticket to America with his last dollars. And this was back when you had to catch the boat. And you'd be at sea for weeks. So he packed as much food as he could. Because he said to himself, once I buy this ticket, I'm not going to be able to afford no food on the boat. He said that to himself. So he gets on the boat, and every night for 3 or 4 nights while everybody else is eating, he sits outside, eats his cheese, his dried meat, his crackers until one day a lady walked by and said, why you out here eating that with all that food in there? He said, I can't afford to eat in there. I spent all my money on the ticket. She said, sir, the food is included with your ticket. Sir, the food is included in your ticket, sir. The food is free. You're sitting out here starving yourself, starving your business, starving your opportunities because you're disqualifying yourself. You're not putting your name in the hat. You're thinking that it is for everybody but me. Somebody needs to say in the chat right now, it's mine too. It's mine too. My mother sacrificed for it. It's mine too. My grandmother sacrificed for it. It's mine too. My great grandmother worked the cotton fields. It's mine too. My great great grandmother was a slave. It's mine too. They stole my great 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 grandmother from Africa. It's time for me to have mine. And if I can't open my mouth and ask for what I built, my people helped build this country. My people helped build that White House. My people helped build this infrastructure. Every company you see from JP Morgan Chase to Goodyear was using my people as collateral, was using my people as the workforce. And we still sit here and act like it ain't mine. I'm not only going to ask you for it, I'm going to demand it because you owe me at least this. Somebody needs to say it's mine too. These millions, they mine too. They ain't do that by themselves. These railroad companies, they mine too. These telecommunication companies, they mine too. You can trace this money back to slavery. You can trace this money back to free labor. You can trace this money back to my ancestors. Give me mine. It's mine too. And it's the closest we gonna come to 40 acres and a mule. It's the closest we gonna come to being reimbursed. And if we don't learn how to ask for it, we're gonna sit there and wait. If we don't learn what all is available, we're gonna sit there and wait. Good morning, Miss Chiquita.
Good morning, because you are on fire this morning.
I know, but I'm
sure is.
I'm just serious about it. We gotta stop acting as if this money don't belong to us.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, they barely paying back the interest on what we've done for this great nation.
Right. You're exactly right. We deserve it. You got to go get it. You got to go get it. It just ain't going to drop on your head. You just can't wish and you can't dream. You got to go get it so you can get what belongs to you.
Wish is not a marketing strategy.
Right.
Come on now. Wish is not a business plan. Wish, you know what my granddad is saying? You're saying, wish in one hand and do what in the other one and see which one fill up the fastest.
Oh, wow.
He say wish in one hand and sugar honey iced tea in the other hand.
Okay.
And see which one fill up the fastest. Wish is not a marketing strategy.
You're right.
But if you got these companies giving away all these tools, giving away all these resources, giving away all this education. Y'all don't even want me to speak on education this morning.
Wow.
Because even the word says, when the Lord asked Solomon, what will you have?
Mm-hmm.
Solomon said, give me knowledge. Because if I have the knowledge, I can go out here and get the money.
Right.
Some of y'all don't even know what it takes to run a business all year and make a profit. So you don't even know what to ask for.
But you know what, Coach? I think some people don't, people want to get out of debt and stay out of debt. And they don't realize that you got to have debt to make money. You're going to have to pay somebody.
Well, you know what they don't understand? That there's good debt and bad debt.
Exactly.
And that every big business you do business with owes somebody.
Right.
Amazon ain't pulling money out of their pocket. They're going to borrow at 4%, going out there making 12%, and pay that little 4%. They borrow it back and got 8% profit.
Right.
You got to learn the language of business money.
Mm-hmm.
Business credit. Low interest loans.
Right.
We had so many people scared to take that money from the SBA that it was ridiculous. And I was literally begging people, because where else can you go and get a $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 influx into your business.
Yeah, and have 30 years to pay it back. You done made that
30
back
years
triple,
to pay it
quadruple.
back.
Right.
2 years before you even start making payments. It was ridiculous money.
Right. Exactly.
But you know, my people die by lack of knowledge. My people perish. And the knowledge that we die by is this paperwork.
Right.
We so scared of this paperwork. You know, when they initially started offering them loans, they was offering $100,000 and $200,000 with no collateral.
Yep, I remember that.
They didn't put collateral in until the last 6 months. They say anything over $25,000, you got to sign for some collateral. Y'all, we got to learn the language of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some people worry about, well, I'm not going to have, I can't sign this over in collateral. You're going to pay this money back. You done made it back 10 times.
But I got something better than that. Because most of the time they say business collateral. Your laptops and your girl, you know you ain't got no $25,000 business collateral. They just want you to put some on this sheet of paper, okay? We got to learn the game, y'all.
I got a few ink cartridges, a box of paper over here.
Right, come get it.
Yeah.
I got about 100 ink pens on my desk. Come get them.
That's a white out.
Come get this 2 or 3-year-old laptop. Because you know me, a 6-month laptop for me, it ages dramatically.
Yeah.
Because I beat these laptops up. But we got to stop not positioning ourselves for this money. Good morning, Monique.
Good morning.
And if all it takes you
Good morning, ladies.
is $29 to learn how to set the vision for what your business really needs, it's 2 things. The spiritual people call it manifestation. Somebody say manifest your money this year. Somebody type manifest in the chat. The spiritual people call it manifestation. And part of manifestation is first you got to know what the hell you manifesting, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
The word said he will give you the desires of your heart. So you got to know what you need first. So that's step 1. The scientific name for it is reticular activation. And what that means is that the mind recognizes what's familiar to it. When I set out on a search for my first million and was convicted to do what it took to get it, things that would make me $1 million started being attracted to me. Not because they weren't always there, but because I had a $1 million vision. Remember the other night when I told y'all in class, I'm not doing anything that's not going to make me at least $50,000 immediately. I had a notebook full of ideas, but immediately the ideas that would generate $50,000 started bubbling up.
Mm-hmm.
I laser tuned my vision into the things that were going to get me what I was asking God for. Some of y'all are stumbling past millions of dollars to get to a job. Some of y'all are stumbling past tens of thousands of dollars to get somewhere that they neither appreciate you, will ever pay you what you're worth, and nowadays is making you sick. Some of y'all have ignored the blessings that God put on your life, have ignored the connections that God is putting in your path. Let me tell you how I operate. I operate on such a spiritually high plane that when I see something, I stop and I just ask, is this for me? Why am I seeing this? Why are you here today? Some of y'all have prayed for business money this year, business tools this year, more government connections this year. And you got Monique sitting right here. Some of you have prayed to invest in real estate this year, and you got Chiquita sitting right here. Some of you have prayed that your men folk in your family start a new business, and you got Ursula and her husband sitting right here. Your prayers are being answered, but are you walking that thing out?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you don't have, it's because of you. You have let blessings fall to the ground because you didn't think they were for you. Somebody needs to say in the chat, it's mine too. You have missed opportunities because you overthought them or you double thought them and you were so busy waiting on the Lord to confirm it's yours too.
Mm-hmm.
If you already asked God for it, you don't need to ask him again.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, God too busy to keep sending you signs. If you said, I need help in my business, I need resources, I need money, I need tools, I need technology, I need connections, go to bit.ly/more money 2022. God said, I'm going to send you what you need. He didn't say, I'm going to send it for free.
Mm-hmm.
God said, I'm going to send you what you need. So when you go to Walmart, the bread is there, the manna is there. It ain't free.
Right.
But if you go on and start walking in your purpose, if you go on and start walking in your destiny, if you go on and stop acting like everybody else better than you, if you go on and realize my 7 figures ain't no different than you getting your own,
That's right.
you'll have it too.
That's right.
And I'm going to let y'all speak on this. $29 is a small. I'm going to say this again for the cheap seats. $29 is just the tip of the iceberg for investments.
You're right, Coach. It's going to be so much. The value of what they're getting, it's worth thousands of dollars. The knowledge that you're going to get to create, to make more money. And just change your mindset. It's starting you off. Sometimes people tell you, but you got to hear it. You got to hear. We're all sitting here because of that, because of a change of mindset on our business and what we deserve. Go get it. It's your year.
I talked to a woman, I talked to a lady yesterday. I learned so much by talking on the phone. So if you get an email from us that says schedule a call, schedule your damn call. Don't sit over there and think you don't need them few words on the phone with us to bless your business life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you schedule a call, show up. Don't play with my time or my energy or my people time and energy. But I talked to a lady on the phone yesterday. And at first, and this is another thing we're gonna have to realize. We're gonna have to realize that we have to be coachable. What's up, son? We have to be coachable. We have to be open for advice. She had been doing what she was doing for 14 years. And I said, well, you called me. Are you open to some suggestions? And I asked her, quite like I asked you that time, Chiquita, I said, now, what if we needed to shift what you're doing just a little bit in order for you not only to have residual income, but in order for you to have a way to walk away from this business eventually? What if we needed to do that? She said, well, I like what I do. I said, great, but right now you ain't got 2 nickels to rub together. It's great you love what you do, but right now you're the only one that can do it. Right now, by your own admission, you have no support, no automation, no technology, no successor plan, no emergency plan. If the ship was to sink tomorrow, you would lose everything, lock, stock, and barrel. So can you listen to me long enough? We as women, we as Black women, we got to be coachable, y'all.
You're right. You're right.
You got to be coachable, and you need somebody in your life sometime to tell you to sit your ass down and make your money. You need somebody in your life sometime to tell you quit running around looking for what you already have right under your nose. You've already got the money under your nose. Where are you going? You've already got the blessings right here. What are you doing? You've already got access to the kingdom. What are you asking for?
Right. You know, I got a little tickle when you said that, Coach, because I said the same thing at one time. I said, I'm never going to retire. I like what I do. And you're right. You had to straighten me out. And I had to listen. Sometimes people, when they're in the box, they can't see. They need somebody on the outside looking in.
But then when you hire somebody outside the box, you got to listen.
Yeah, he's right. They're the experts.
You got to listen. And,
right.
and the thing about me and my clients, and this is what I tell them, I'm not telling you what to do from a do this, do this. I'm telling you what I know works from building thousands of businesses.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't built 2 businesses.
Right.
I haven't built 3 businesses. I haven't built 100 businesses. I've had the direct influence on the profits of tens of thousands of businesses. Right. I've had businesses that have generated millions of dollars in the corporate sector and outside. So I say it with such force because I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. And there are simple rules of business that you can't deny. And so when I say do this and you say, I don't want to, then I say, well, hell, you don't want to make no money.
Mm-hmm.
We do the same thing with advice in the Bible. Come on now, I'm going to just talk about it this morning. We do the same thing with the Bible. He says you have not because you ask not, but we refuse to ask. He says write the vision and make it plain so that those that read it can run with it. And though it tarry, wait for it. We don't do none of that. We don't write the vision. If we do, it's not line item by line item, bullet point. You can't say I want more money. That is not a vision. Mm-hmm. That is not a goal. Because if you say you want more money and I give you $2 in an envelope, you gonna be mad. You gonna be upset. And then you're gonna say, well, this ain't no money. But you didn't specify. You didn't articulate. Mm-hmm. That's what Saturday is about. Saturday is about getting your business vision on paper and really understanding how much money it's going to take for you to birth this vision. bit.ly/more money 2022. I done already said earlier that I am binding and rebuking the spirit of procrastination in this season. Go get your ticket now. Go get your ticket now. Matter of fact, once you bought your ticket, come back here and post in the chat. This is how you break those spells. This is how you break those binds. Some of y'all been waiting to move for a year. Somebody needs to type in the chat, get moving. Some of y'all have been waiting to move and it's costing you going to work every day because you won't move. Type in the chat, get moving. Some of y'all have been waiting to move on your business, and because you won't build that business, you keep working somebody else's business. Somebody needs to type in the chat, get moving. This is a year for movement. This is a year where your movement now will save you later. God knows what you need. Get moving. Stop waiting on somebody to bring it to you. Get moving. Be on the lookout for your blessings. Actively search. Actively ask. Actively knock. I always tell my clients, act as if your $1 million lives in a 500 house subdivision. And somewhere within that subdivision is your $1 million. But you will not get it until you start knocking on some doors. How many doors would you be willing to knock on a day? Monique, how many doors would you be with? I'm telling you that the sum total of $1 million resides in this subdivision, in one of these houses and several of these houses. How many doors would you be willing to knock on every day, Monique?
I knock on at least or try to hit 500 to 1,000 a day to get to that $1 million.
Let me tell y'all, I would have my kids out there knocking on doors. I would be sleeping in my car Monday through Friday knocking on doors. Y'all know I'm lazy, so I'm going to drive from door to door. I'm going to do more walking. I'm gonna do these houses. I'm gonna go back and get my car and I'm gonna move it down the street a little bit. Then I'm gonna go and do these. Keep in mind, sometimes when you knock, the people may not be at home. Or they may be doing like me and Troy do when the certain people knock on our door, sliding around the door, or sliding around here on our bellies. Try that like we ain't here.
Mm-hmm.
Miss y'all know y'all friend Mr. Troy is crazy. So we had some work done in our house the other day, and thousands of dollars worth of work, and the man didn't collect payment before he left. So I said, "Well, Troy, did you pay the man?" He said, "No. They just said they gonna send you an email for the bill." Y'all know I paid it. But Troy say, "Baby, just let me know if we need to stop answering the door on these phones." I said, "Boy, I'm not finna play with my blessings like that. I owe them people, I'm finna pay them people." But Selena said, "I knock on all them doors." You say that, but you not. You say that, but you're missing opportunities every day. And sometimes you don't know what door to knock on. So are you willing to spend $29 to learn how to knock on some of these doors? To learn what to say when you knock on the door. Because you can't just knock on the door and be like, "Where my money?" They're going to say you're doing a breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot, y'all, but it's a year for a lot. And it's a year to get moving. Monique, you want to add to that? It's a lot. And grab your ticket now. When you grab your ticket, go ahead and say in the chat, "I got my ticket," because I want to see who's moving quickly. I want to see who's taking wise counsel. I want to see who's sick and tired of being where they are. I want to see those people that understand biblical and divine intervention, that you've prayed for tools, you've prayed for money, you've prayed for resources for your business. And now here is an opportunity that you don't ignore. Go ahead, Monique.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that, this is a great opportunity to help you get unstuck. Whatever your reasoning, whether if it's an excuse, or, circumstance that's happening, this is an opportunity for you to get going. I mean, it was like a year and a half ago, because like I know next week you're doing your profit planning thing, so this is going to be my third year in the profit planning thing. So I think the 2020 profit plan you did, that was like really me first coming into your circle and just sitting and getting taught by you. But it was a simple, I think that webinar might have been $37 or $47 or whatever, because you did give us a workbook and all that stuff that went with it. But nonetheless, it was a very low price point, but that started me on a trajectory of being taught about business, being with you, being in your community, joining your membership, joining your junior mentorship, joining your platinum mentorship, and it's just, going from making no money in my business for years to making money in my business, my first ebook, and it's a snowballing effect that's just growing and growing and growing and getting larger, and for those of you who are out there, and Coach teaches us about this, about funnels and all that stuff, and growing your list and growing your email list. I didn't have a list. In November of 2020, I had 0 people on a list. And after 1 year being with Coach and doing what she taught me to do, in sessions like this, it's other sessions, but in sessions like this gets the ball going. My email list has grown up to over 680 people. And now she's on my case about, okay, let's do something with them people, about me getting my bag, getting my money. Like she said, the money is right underneath your nose. It's right in front of your face. What are you doing? So go, don't be lackadaisical. Shake it off. Rebuke the devil. Rebuke yourself. Sometimes everything not the devil. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's you, okay? And God is watching. He's not going to let you point the finger at the devil when it's not the devil, when it's you. Some need to, rebuke. I had to get up, stop procrastinating. I had to stop being lazy, and then, Coach, you so good. Coach, like, Monique, I don't see that in you. I was like, Coach, you don't see a lot. They be going on behind the scenes. I should be working and I don't be doing what I need to be doing. But nonetheless, I'm getting better at it because that is a result of my lack of income in my bank account. My lack of action equals what's in my bank account, and
that's the law of compensation. The more people you help, the more money you're gonna make. So I hear y'all all the time saying, "Oh, well, it ain't about the money." Then how do you eat? It ain't about the money. Then how do you provide legacy for your family? It ain't about the money. Then how do you retire? Now, it's not only about the money. You got to have a passion for what you do. You got to have a love for what you do. You got to have heart for what you do. But by every means necessary, it is somewhat about the money.
It is. It is. You know what, Coach? And money doesn't stop things from happening to you, but it does make it better, and you're better able to handle it. And I think this is a great year for women. You got to have wise counsel. I know when I first came on, even if you have an idea, you may have 10 ideas, but you need wise counsel to get it out there to help it to make money. People are waiting on you. And, I always tell a story how I worked over 38 years, but coming with you, Coach, I had my first 6-figure launch in a 45-day period. I couldn't have done that without wise counsel.
I'm going to rewind that because I don't think they heard you. When last time you made $100,000 in days versus taking all year? That's another thing, though, Chiquita. We're conditioned to work hard.
Yeah.
We actually rebuke things that are easy. We actually try to fight off things that are a struggle. We embrace the struggle. We used to picking cotton. Shit, cotton gin is easy.
Yeah. You don't have to be tough like that no more. You don't have to have a strong back and muscles, strong legs no more to make money. You don't.
Okay.
You don't have to work so hard. Yeah.
You know what we need to strengthen?
Yeah.
We need to strengthen these ink pens. We need to strengthen our jaw muscles. We need to learn how to write a business case. We need to learn how to ask out our mouth. We need to learn who to ask. We need to get in the habit of asking early and often.
Right.
And we got to solidify our community circles. You've got to be somewhere with like-minded people.
Exactly. Yeah. You can have a service that people need, but you got to know how to put it out there. And it got to come out there correct.
Yeah. Come on, Lakita. Look at Lakita McClarty. She said, I got my ticket. Somebody understood the instruction this morning.
Yay.
My mentees too. Y'all better get y'all ticket. I ain't letting y'all in free. Y'all better sow a seed this new year. Somebody understood the instruction. See, sometimes delayed obedience is just as bad as disobedience.
Yeah.
bit.ly/more money 2022. Lakita said, I got my ticket. Lakita, remind me to give you a special gift for being obedient. I said, come. I know I give good gifts now. That's why they looking crazy, y'all. They looking crazy because they know Coach give out good gifts now.
Look, I'm on the phone signing up too right now, Coach.
Look at now. Wait a minute. Sharon said, I got my ticket. Let me put Sharon on my list.
Yeah. Don't be scared to shout it out to go get what's yours.
For something special. Because see, that obedience, this is going to be one of them seasons where you got to follow the instructions. You can't wait on being left out. You got to follow the instructions. You want money for your business? When you fill out them grants, there are specific instructions you have to follow or you will get left out. We missed some money last year, didn't we, Chiquita?
Yeah, we did.
We missed some money because we missed the instruction.
Right. We ain't gonna miss it this year though.
I'm not missing nothing.
You know.
I'm catching
Nothing.
everything smoking. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every bus, plane, train. You remember that old movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Mobiles. Yeah.
You can add to that bicycle, scooters, and big wheels.
All
Because I'm
right.
going to be on all of it this year. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Skateboards, roller skates.
I'm telling you, I want everything the Bible says is mine. I don't want Monique because I know she has hers. I don't want Ursula because I know she has hers. I don't want Chiquita because what Chiquita has been set aside for her. But in terms of what the Bible says, I want the health, the wealth, and the happiness.
Wow. That's powerful. And we all deserve it.
Deserve it and need it and want it.
Right.
For our parents, for our children, for our children's children.
Right.
So again, Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to be working to outline your business vision for 2022. What exactly do you need? How much will it cost? And how do you articulate that? How do you get somebody to fund that? What story do you tell? And then understanding that some things need to be between you and your paperwork. You ain't got to tell everybody everything. Quit running your mouth to everybody. Telling everybody what you doing. So they can be over there setting up prayers and curses against you. Baby, quit telling everybody what you're doing. Everybody, believe it or not, does not have your best interest at heart.
That's right.
They just don't.
That's right.
They just don't.
Right.
So congratulations to Lakita and Sharon. They followed instructions. I said comment in the chat when you got your ticket. This is the season to move. This is the season to act expediently. This is the season not to be left behind. This is the season where when you find what you've been looking for, you need to grab it instantly. Don't question it. Don't be like, is this really of God? Is this really from God? He brought you this far, didn't he?
Yeah, he's not done with you yet.
At all. At all. So guys, we're going to get out of here. I hope you go grab your ticket. I hope you bring a friend. I hope you talk about this whole new level and new season of money and opportunity and resources that are becoming available to you. bit.ly/moremoney2022. And Lord willing, I hope to see you guys later today. If not, grab your ticket now. Be in the room Saturday early, ready to get what you petition God for your business in this season. Love you guys.